All right, joining us now, Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who's being called into a vote. I know you don't have a lot of time, Senator. Great to have you back. Before I get to the issue of this aid package, and I read your comments about it, I think I agree with every word that you wrote. I'm conflicted as you are. There are things that I support, like aid for Israel. There's not a penny in this bill for what's happening at the border in your state and in Arizona and California. First, let me get your reaction to these radical students on campus, Joe Biden's appeasement to some of the worst terrorist states in the world. What's your overall reaction?
Listen, what we're seeing at universities is absolutely horrific. This anti-Semitism, this hatred, this violence, these threats directed at Jewish students should be utterly unacceptable. At Columbia University, the Orthodox rabbi advised Jewish students, go home and stay home because the university will not protect your safety. Columbia University also barred one of its own professors, a Jewish professor, from coming on campus because they concluded they would not protect his safety. And understand, these administrators and many of these faculty members side with the radicals. We saw an image this weekend of presumably a Columbia student, and by the way, by all appearances, not a Palestinian, but a young blonde woman, standing there with an Arab headscarf and holding a sign, and she's standing in front of several Jewish students behind her who have Israeli flags and American flags, and her sign says Al-Qassam's next target with an arrow at these Jewish students. Al-Qassam is Hamas's military arm. She is literally advocating that terrorists murder her fellow students. If you had any administrators that were sane, any student that advocates terrorist murder fellow students would be expelled on the spot. If you are threatening other students, you should be arrested and you should be expelled. And by the way, that's true if you were threatening Jewish students or you were threatening Palestinian students or anybody else. You don't have a right to engage in threats of violence. And the problem is these administrators agree with the anti-Semites on the street, and so does the Biden White House. You know, the Biden Twitter account, he has yet to say a word about what's happened at Columbia, what's happened at Yale, what's happened at NYU.
Unreal.
He's got over 30 million followers, but he will not say a word. And just this weekend, Joe Biden stood side by side with AOC while she praised these anti-Semitic protesters at NYU and Yale and Columbia. This is their base. This is the Democrat Party. And Joe Biden sat there with a goofy grin on his face and said, you got to listen to this woman, a sitting member of Congress. It is disgraceful. Sean, I'll tell you what a real president would do. A real president would say Jewish students are going to be safe on our campuses, and if the universities will not protect them, the federal government will, and if need be, we'll send in the National Guard, like Eisenhower did when Democrat senators refused to integrate schools. A real president would say federal law enforcement will be there. You will not be subject to violence. But Joe Biden won't say that because he's terrified of ticking off the radical left in his own party.
Well, remember, Joe also stood with the former Klansman, Robert Byrd, his mentor and his friend, and didn't want the integration of schools or school busing because he didn't want schools to become racial jungles, he said. Nobody in the media seems to remember that but me. Last question. I know you have to run. If you have to run, go, leave. I'll take over for you. But if you can get it in, you're about to vote on this aid package.
Yes.
I read your statement. I agreed with 99.9% of it.
So, Sean, I'm going to vote no, but I will tell you this is a very close call, and I struggled for a long time with how to vote because there are elements of this bill I really, really strongly support. This has military aid for Israel. Israel is in the middle of a war. We should have provided this emergency military aid 6 months ago. In November, I joined several other senators. We forced a vote on the Senate floor to provide emergency military aid to Israel in November, and every single Democrat voted no. And every day since then, the delay in military aid has been because the Democrats were blocking it. I also support what they're doing on TikTok, but I can't support this bill ultimately because it gives money to Gaza, it gives money for the NGOs that are trafficking illegal immigrants, and it does nothing, zero, to stop the invasion at our southern border. That's got to be our priority.
I totally agree. The border and the budget, it's not complicated. That's why 195 days matters. All right, Senator,
Amen.
Thank you. I know you have to run. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.